Hello, intermediate algebra students. Today's con is quadratics by taking square root intro. Okay, so the first one I'm going to go over is this one right here, and this is not even on Khan Academy. They won't give you anything quite this simple, but I just wanted to kind of refresh your memory on this one. If you were to take the square root of x squared, you would remember that it would be x. If you were to take the square root of 25, you would get 5. Because you have this minus sign between them, you need one of them to be a plus 5 and one of them to be a minus 5. So you would set up your factor like this. Then, from there, you would do your zero property product to find your x-intercept for this one, and you do your zero property product to find your x-intercept from that one. And as you do that, you would know that x for this one would have to equal positive 5, and x for this one would have to equal negative 5. Since negative 5 is the smaller value, it goes here. Since positive 5 is a larger value, it goes there. Now, let's get into the type that you'll actually see though. You're going to notice while these two are perfect squares, these two here are not perfect squares. But what I want you to notice here is that you might notice these both have a 5 in common. So we're first going to factor out a 5 from both of those, okay? So as we do this, as we take this equation right here and we factor out the 5 from that, it's going to equal 5 and then parenthesis x squared minus 4. You might notice now that both of these are perfect squares, just like both of these before were perfect squares. From here, we can do the square root of x squared and we can do the square root of 4, knowing that one's got to be a plus, one's got to be a minus, so it will look like this. From here, we then know that x has to equal a positive 2 for this one, and x has to equal a negative 2 for this one, and that should be somewhere. Oh boy. Well, anyways, I guess we know it should. And so x got to equal the negative 2, which is the smaller, and x has to equal the positive 2. Okay, let's do one more. Here is the most difficult type you're going to see. Now, we do not want numbers on both sides of the equal sign. We always want to have numbers just on one side. See, my first step here is when I take a look at this one here, I need to get rid of this negative 107 that's on the right side. So my first step here is I'm going to add 107 to both sides. So then we get to here. Negative 9 plus 107 is positive 98. Then I need to get rid of the number in front of the x squared. And by the way, we always want to have a positive x squared. So we are going to factor out a negative 2 from both of these. So when I do that, I'm left with x squared. And when I take a negative away from a positive, I'm left with a negative 49 right here. At this point, you'll notice that both of these are perfect squares. So I've got the x minus 7, the x plus 7. We know that x will equal positive 7 for this one, and x will equal negative 7 for this one. The lesser value is your negative 7. I thought I put that up there, but I guess not. So we're just going to type it in there right now. There's our negative 7 and our positive 7 for this one. Hopefully it makes sense. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.